All righty, all righty, all righty. I want to welcome you guys to Thursday Night Live. Sorry about the small delay there. We had a three-way going, a conference call going. My guys, I gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Anyway, incredible things are happening all over the world. I was talking to Valentina, who speaks Spanish and Russian. She has connections here in the United States, connections in overseas, connections in Spain, and so I was hanging up with her. But guys, amazing things are happening for us as a company. I am absolutely fired up to be here with you tonight. By the way, I'm standing in for Danny Bling Bling Seguinal, who happens to be in Tahiti with a room of about 100 people right this very moment. So that's he's like, hey, I got this huge meeting going tonight. Can you cover the Zoom? I'm like, absolutely. So I'm fired up to be with you guys. By the way, I want to wish every single one of you a Merry Christmas, right? By the way, I brought my Bears Merry Christmas Santa hat. For those of you who don't know, that I am a diehard Chicago Bears fan, right? They even bought me a Bears Santa hat. When I get done here, me and Gina are actually going to be taking food over to Dave and Adela Hart's house. That's our CEO and founder. I'm actually going to his house tonight. He's got some people coming in, people from Texas, that kind of thing. We're going to be having kind of a dinner and fun and all that kind of stuff. But guys, it's been unbelievable for us as a company, spreading all over the world. We are doing things in travel that have never, ever been done before. We are doing things in the area of the opportunity that have never, ever been done before. I believe documentation beats conversation. So I want to kind of jump right into this and give you guys just that overview of who we are, where we're going, the mechanics of how everything works. By the way, for my wife, Gina, and I, this has just been life-changing. We got involved with the company because we had a daughter that played softball. And so she got a Division I scholarship. In fact, she set the home run record at her college with that ball right there. You can imagine I keep that on my desk, right? Anyway, so we're flying all over the country just trying to catch all her collegiate games. So we're living in hotels, living in rental cars. As you can imagine, this is getting expensive. We're looking for a way. We're open to the idea of saving money on travel. Well, we've known the owners since 1998. I live in the same town as Mr. David Hart. Now, he's one of those guys that everything he touches turns to gold, just makes you sick. I mean, here's his latest gold nugget, right? I mean, every time you turn around, he's got some kind of a business that's blowing up and dominating and doing incredible things. He's obviously just a guy that's got a knack for business and trends. He was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine, one of the more prestigious business publications in the world, who says, hey, this is one of the better entrepreneurs on the planet. It's not me saying that, it's Inc. magazine saying that. Anyway, he's like, Todd, you got to try my travel product. You can book travel without all of that artificial markup from all those other companies. And so we tried it. And sure enough, we were booking travel for 50% off, 60% off, 70% off, sometimes only 30, right? But we were saving a bloody fortune. Well, as the other parents on the team, as people like Daryl Maria Roberts, other sports parents, heard about the rates we were paying versus the rates they were paying, they were begging us for a link. So we sent them a link. We signed up 3 people instantaneously. Well, you're going to find out in our kind of a membership, when you get 3 people, not only is your membership no longer costing you anything, but you're going to be getting 3 vacations per year for virtually nothing. We'll get into those details. From there, we started going on the vacations, again, for virtually nothing. We're getting these oceanfront rooms. I'm going to show you some video of the kind of rooms I'm talking about, 4- and 5-star resorts. And people like, holy crap, is this that travel thing? And it just spread. It went to 60-something countries. What started off as a way to save money on travel has turned into a 7-figure business. And the exciting part, guys, it's not just happening for us. It's not just happening for Dale and Maria. It's happening for people all over the world. I don't care who you are, where you live, what language you speak, what religion you practice. None of that matters. The people who are sharing the story are having their lives transformed. So I don't know if maybe you've been praying for a financial blessing in your life. I'm not sure how you ended up being here tonight, but you are one of the lucky ones to hear about this at this stage of the game. The great thing about everything I'm going to share tonight is you can validate every aspect of it, right? I invite you to look at our business with a critical eye. I invite you to do the due diligence, because if you do, you will walk away saying, holy crap, this thing is going to boom. And you have a chance to cash in on all of that. So let's get into the details. So number one, this is our home office in Southern California. I was there today. My wife made all kinds of incredible cookies and brownies and fudge and all those other kind of things. And we took it down to all the staff down there at the office. By the way, for those of you that know Mike Oliver, great guy, today is his birthday. And so you might want to wish him a happy birthday if you happen to know Mike. But anyway, that's our home office, gorgeous home office. By the way, I don't even know if our announced this, but when I was down there, he was showing me the plans that, they're expanding and doing incredible things as a, it's amazing. So, there's more expansion that's happening. They're bringing on more people. There's more staff. There's people down there I've never met before. The thing just keeps growing. And so, the company got started back in 2013. We are now in our 11th year in business. We paid out tens of millions of dollars in commissions all around the globe. The paychecks go out on time, every time, as they have for the past 10 years. How do I know that? Because my wife and I've been here since June of 2013. We are also in our 11th year. We got with the company about 3 months after they got started. And so, on time, every time, as they have for the past 10 years. We have customer service in multiple languages. As I mentioned, our CEO founder was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year. And our whole purpose of being is, number one, to show people how they can book at the travel agent rate. We're going to get into those details. What does that mean? But it means you're booking stuff for 70% off. Yes, booking stuff for 70% off. We just got done last hour doing what we call a deep dive. Now, we can't do it here because we're streaming on Facebook. The travel space, they do not allow you to publish our kind of rates in the public domain. We cannot record it. We cannot stream it to social media. We cannot put it on TV. We cannot put it on billboards. But privately, if I were to shut off the Facebook feed, then it's just all of us. I can open up our back office. I can open up Expedia. We do this all the time. We've done it almost every night this week. We're doing it again on Saturday. We can pull up our site. We pull up Expedia. We go side by side. Seeing is believing. You're like, yeah, because we pull up their price versus our price, right? And so you can book travel for 70% off. You can earn travel points for vacations. How? Remember, I told 3 other people how they could save up to 70% on travel. As you can imagine, they signed up pretty quick. When I got 3 people, I'm now earning travel points every month at no cost to me. I take those travel points and turn those into 4- and 5-star vacations all over the world. And then finally, if you are someone who's looking for a way to make some extra money, you can get involved with our company. This is a total option. You don't have to do it, but you can earn money from home, showing other people how to save money on travel. Now, travel happens to be the single largest industry in the world. Nothing comes close. Travel is bigger than the number 2 industry in the world, plus the number 3 industry in the world, plus the number 4 industry in the world combined. You can take 2, 3, and 4, add it all together, and it's smaller than the travel industry. Nothing comes close to the size of it. Why? It's the one thing everybody wants to do. Go out and ask 100 people tomorrow, if you had all the time and all the money in the world, what would you do? I travel. Ask people about their bucket list. The list of things they want to do before I die. 3 very important words. Before I die, here are the things I want to do in life. Here are my dreams. And when you ask people about their bucket list, there's all of these travel destinations on their list. Then say, well, if these are your dreams, why don't you go? And it's always the same answer. Well, I can't afford it. What if I could show you how to afford it right now? What if I could show you how to book the trip for 70% off? What if I could show you how to tell 3 other people how they can save money and you could go on that trip for virtually nothing, right? Guys, that's the kind of thing we're bringing to the marketplace. And we do it all in the normal ways, meaning we can save you money in hotels, resorts, rental cars, cruises, show tickets, concert tickets, shopping, dining, movies, right? Excursions, you name it. Now, the travel industry is not only the biggest in the world, okay? This is Bloomberg Finance. It's one of the bigger financial publications in the world. And this article came out last week. By 2033, travel is set to become a $15.5 trillion industry. That means that more than 11.6% of the entire global economy. What that means is out of every $100 that's spent anywhere in the world, $11.60 is in the travel space. This represents a 50% increase over the 10 trillion value it currently has. So the industry is a $10 trillion industry. It's going to grow by 5.5 trillion. Now, I want to put that in perspective. That's larger than the entire food industry. Okay. Now, the food industry is one of the largest industries in the world. It's either number 2, number 3. I happen to be a fan. I'm probably too much of a fan. I can afford to eat a little less food, right? But I'm a fan of food. It's a pretty important industry, right? Travel is going to grow by more than 5 trillion, which is bigger. Just the growth that's about to happen in the next 9 years is bigger than the entire food industry. It's bigger than the entire oil industry. People fought wars over oil. Travel is going to grow by 5 trillion in 9 years. The growth alone is bigger than the entire energy industry, guys. Nothing comes close to the size and magnitude of the space. If you're wondering what's driving all of this, it's my daughters. Because my daughters are 38, 35, and 30. They're millennials, right? When I say my daughters, I'm being funny because they fit into the category of millennials. For the group of people, the generation of millennials and the Gen Z, they are between the ages of 11 and 42. They represent 66% of the entire global population. 2 out of every 3 people on this planet fit into this category between the ages of 11 and 42. For this group of people, travel is not a luxury, but a necessity. This article came out from Fortune magazine 5 months ago. They see travel as an important budgetary priority, and they would rather have a dream vacation than purchase a luxury item. Now, I can attest to you that is 100% true because my daughters 6 years ago made the declaration they no longer want presents below the tree. And guys, we used to do a big Christmas, huge. We did the Apple laptops, iPads, iPhones, Tory Burch boots. We had $1,000 cash in each kid's stocking. We had an 8-foot tree. The presents were 4 feet high, 4 feet out. You couldn't get anywhere near the tree. It was obscene. I mean, we just went all in on Christmas. It was kind of our thing, right? And they said, hey, we don't want that stuff. We want a dream vacation. And so this is the trend that's happening out there. And you guys are going to have the ability to show people how to do that for 70% off, or go tell 3 people, and you can be going for virtually nothing. Now, the dirty secret in the travel business, and this is the thing that almost nobody knows, is that 2 companies control the entire space. You think you're price shopping because, oh man, I'm going to go check prices at Expedia. You know, I'm going to double check their price, heading over to Orbitz. You know, I'm going to double check them, head over to Trivago, Hotwire, Hotels.com, Cheap Tickets, Travelocity, Kayak. You're heading from site to site to site, not knowing that 2 companies own every single travel site you can think of. They're literally sitting back laughing, watching as you go from site to site, going, man, I wonder who they're going to choose. Because, guys, they have a different price on every site. It's the same company, but they put a different price on every site by a couple of dollars, you know what I mean, or a few dollars. This one's 10 higher, this is 11 lower, right? I mean, so there's some people like, oh, man, Trivago, man, they're way better than Expedia. They're owned by Expedia. I mean, it's the same company. So it's like they just do it to make you think you're price shopping because they're making an absolute fortune every single time you book. Now, as I told you earlier, documentation beats conversation, right? So here on the screen, this is NBC News investigative reports, okay? And we can send you this video. Whoever invited you to be here can send this to you. And what they're telling you right now on the news network is what I just told you. You think you're price shopping, but 2 companies control the entire space. They go on to say that owning the hotel directly isn't going to help you either because the hotels get all of their business from the same 2 companies. If you undercut our price, we kick you off our platform, enjoy bankruptcy. They're not going to do that. They get all their business from those guys, so they have to keep their price the same. So what does that mean? This is my middle daughter. She's an oral surgeon in Pennsylvania. That's her husband. He's a dentist. They got married about 18 months ago, right? They got 2 very professional incomes. Want to take their honeymoon to the Maldives. Want to get one of those private bungalows like you see there on the screen. On Expedia's website, 10 grand for the week. On our site, 6 grand. Now, some people are like, wait a minute, hold on. Expedia, that's a huge company. How are you guys getting a better rate than them? To which I always reply, we don't have a better rate than them. That's what I keep trying to tell you. $6,000 is the rate. Expedia chose to market up to 10 grand. Then they chose to buy every travel site you can think of so that when you price shop, all you see is something around 10 grand. And if you call the hotel directly, they're not about to undercut Expedia. They're like, yeah, 10 grand. That's the rate. When the real rate is actually 6 grand. That's how the travel business works. If you want further proof of that, all you have to do is Google the top 10 internet companies in the world. You will see Amazon, Google, Facebook, Alibaba, eBay, Netflix, all of the usual suspects. Companies making billions and billions and billions. We all know that. On that list of the top 10 making billions is Expedia and Priceline. But remember that they do not own anything travel related. They don't own a hotel. They don't own a cruise ship. They don't have a resort. They don't even have a car rental agency. How are they making billions and billions and billions? Because they own a monopoly. And every time you book, they are making an absolute fortune. How do you think they pay for all those commercials on television? Every time you turn around, another travel commercial, you think those are public service announcements? Those things cost millions. And they're out there running them all day long. Yeah, people keep booking. We're making a fortune over here. So guys, just trying to give you a feel for how the travel business works, right? So when you get rid of all that artificial markup, you can book at $11.48 versus $17.97. You can book the Paradise Point Hotel in San Diego for $665 instead of $1307. Guys, this is in 3 nights. Do the math on that. You're saving $641 in 3 nights. It means you're saving $213 per night. It's not like they marked it up $20. They marked it up $213 per night. $641. That should infuriate you. Countless moms and dads dream of taking their kids to San Diego. Yeah, we'll go to the zoo, we'll go to the beach, we'll go to we'll go to SeaWorld. And mama's like, we ain't going anywhere. Why? You see the price? Oh, I guess we're staying home. Guys, all because some internet site is jacking the site price up. Now, here's what I want you to know. A little history on the travel business. This industry of travel, it's ripe for something new. It is ripe for a new model. The way they price travel today, the fundamentals, right? The pricing scheme that they follow today is exactly the same as what they did back in 1758. For 265 years, the travel industry has worked the exact same way. By the way, guys, that's older than the entire country of the United States. The travel model's older than the country I sit in this very moment, right? Talk about something ripe for a new idea. And the way they currently price travel makes it very expensive for consumers. We are adopting the Netflix model. Now, when you think about Netflix, they came in at a time when Blockbuster Video was king of the jungle. And Netflix says, we're not going to charge you per movie. In fact, we don't make money selling movies. We're going to sell you a membership that allows you to watch unlimited number of movies. What happened next? Blockbuster went bankrupt, and Netflix has 247 million subscribers doing $32 billion a year in sales. Guys, we're adopting that same model, meaning that as a company, we don't make 1 penny selling travel. Instead, right, we sell a membership that allows you to book travel with no markup. You get to book travel for up to 70% off. So to give you some specific examples, right here on the screen, I blocked out the name of the hotel so I can show this to you. Now, if you look at the very bottom of the screen, the very, very bottom, you see the red arrow here. This is Expedia. Over here, the red arrow, this is Travorium, okay? You can see it by the picture, exact same room, right? It's the king room, high floor, king room, high floor. Everything's the same. On Expedia's website, I know this 331 here in black, ignore that because that includes the resort fee, which you cannot pay at the time of booking. You have to pay when you get there. The same is true for us, okay? So, but they're charging you $154, right? We got to keep this fair. They're charging $154. We're charging $38.71. Same room, same date, same everything, right? We're charging $38.71 to their $154. Now, what does that actually mean? It means that the real price is $38.71. And Expedia chose to mark it up from $38.71 to $154 so that they could make $116 on that booking. That's how much money they made on that particular booking, right? And so this is, again, how the travel business works. To give you, so when we go back here, so we are 72% less than Expedia. You see this big red 72? So now, Expedia is claiming this is 35% off. They're charging you $154 when the real price is $38, and they're claiming, hey, we just saved you 35%. Oh, thanks. Doing me a favor, are you? I mean, sure, pal. All right. So their 35% off doesn't mean anything. Our 72%, the big red, when we tell you something 72% off, it's actually 72% off. So we're going to go to the next screen. Here we go to Miami Beach, right? You can see right here that most places are going to charge you $6,500. We're charging you $1,133. You just saved $5,381. I mean, guys, 83% off. Maybe you want to go to this hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. Some of you may recognize this place, right? I mean, a pretty famous hotel there in Vegas, although I blocked out the name. It's a 5-star hotel, and normal price $3,946. You could book it for 55% off. You just saved $2,173. Guys, this is the Netflix model. We don't make money selling travel. We make money selling a membership that lets you book travel for 67% off, 55% off, 83% off, 64% off, 57% off, right? We can sit here and do this all day long. The travel industry is long overdue for a change. Now, as good as all of that is not what made us big. What made us big is what I'm about to show you this moment. It's our Dreamcation platform. And this is where we can show anybody, anywhere, any budget, how to have an unbelievable, amazing, mind-blowing vacation every single year. Now, I'm going to show this to you from our platinum perspective. It's our #1 seller by far, not even close. And when you buy the platinum, you're going to get these points, okay? You're getting 3,000 points a year. What does that mean? It means you're getting 2 vacations a year, okay? And you can use those points anytime you want. You don't have to wait a year. You can, the moment you get them, you can spend them, right? And you can buy down the rate. You can go on all kinds of crazy trips and save tons of money. But again, at the end of the day, you're going to get 2 vacations per year, right? For virtually nothing. Now, if you're booking 3 bedrooms or all-inclusives, by the way, you may not get 2 vacations in 12 months. It might take you 13 months because those vacations might cost you a few extra points, right? But ballpark, you're getting 2 vacations, every 12, 13 months, 2 vacations per year. Plus, when you buy the platinum, you're going to get our trip incentive. Now, you're not buying that. You get that for free, but you do get the trip incentive. So at the end of the day, you're getting 3 vacations, right, per year that you can go on. I'm going to show you the kinds of vacations that you get to take. For example, these are the Canary Islands. My wife and I were here about a year ago. Unbelievable. It's just like the Hawaiian Islands. The Hawaiian Islands are in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. These are the Canary Islands in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, right? Palm trees, beautiful weather, 365. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. You can come here for 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. Just trade in your points and go. This is one of those 2 trips that you're buying. Now, maybe you want to go to Disney. And here you're going to go get a full kitchen, living room, dining room, flat screen TV, fireplace. You got a separate bedroom with a jacuzzi tub in it. You got the palm trees and swimming pools. You're 10 minutes from Disney. You're going to be here 7 nights, 8 days for $84, right? This is one of the 2 trips you're buying, plus you got to pay an extra $84, right? So you can go to Disney for $84. Maybe you want to go to Cabo San Lucas. This is a place my wife and I went to, and we were here just last year.
Okay, guys, we are
5-star resort.
Travorium getaway.
We came here. They just built the place a few years ago. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. You can see the hammock out here on the balcony, right? We're ocean front. We leave the door open up all night, listen to the waves crash. That's my wife right there. Hi, honey. Down there, you can see the swimming pools. That's actually a swim-up bar right there. That's a swim-up bar. You got 3 restaurants here. Up on the roof, you got the infinity pool. It looks like it runs off the edge of the building. I mean, absolutely incredible. Guys, we came here for 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. This is one of the 2 trips we're buying. Plus, you get the other trip, the trip incentive. So you're going on 3 trips a year, very similar to this. Now, there's always a lot of questions that come up. For example, are there any contracts? No. Are there any penalties? No. Are there any blackout dates? No. Is it hard to book a room? No. Am I a travel agent? No. Do I have to go see a presentation? No. Do I have to do this? No. Do I have to do that? No. Let me say it in Japanese. No. It's all based on want to, not have to, okay? We have every country in the world. The United States, Mexico, Canada, Caribbean, Europe, Australia, South Pacific, South America, Central America, Asia, Africa, Middle East. Okay. And all of those countries open up where you can see all of the different places that are in the country. For example, the United States, Connecticut, you can see the third one over from the left, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida Disney. Disney's got its own section. Of course they do. Florida Other, Florida East Coast, Florida West Coast, Florida Panhandle, right? And so, all of those menus just keep expanding, expanding, expanding. Now, I did a search just to give you guys a sample here, and I did the search May 15th of 2023, and I just did the Florida Disney area alone. I didn't do all of Florida. I didn't do Florida West Coast. I did Florida Disney area alone on May 15th date search. And 64 different places came up. See the big red over here? 64 different places you can go came up. There's no lack of inventory, guys. There's 480,000 weeks. You can book 365 days out of the year. No blackjack dates. You can go all kinds of places. You can get a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, studio, full kitchens, living rooms, all those kind of things, right? Have an amazing time. Don't forget to send me a postcard, okay? Now, here's the other big idea. If I tell 3 other people how they can legitimately save huge money on travel, my membership is no longer coming off my credit card. I'm now getting the entire membership at no ongoing cost to me. I'm getting the travel points every month completely for free. I'm turning those travel points in for the vacations. I'm just beginning to show you. I showed you 3 a moment ago. I'm about to show you a whole lot more, okay? But here's the big idea. When you can show moms and dads how they can take their families on incredible vacations without tapping into the already stretched family budget. That is the idea that's winning the kitchen tables all over the world. Now, I showed you the getaway, 7 nights, 8 days, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, full kitchen, right? You go there by yourself, have a great time. I'm about to show you the world tours. Now, the world tours are always 4- and 5-star properties. And a world tour usually always includes breakfast. Sometimes they're all inclusive. And a world tour is where you can go there and you can do your own thing. You don't know, you don't ever have to talk to anybody, see anybody, right? Do your own thing. However, we have lots of people from our company going to the same place at the same time. For example, Dubai, one of our best sellers, 5-star resort, waterfront property. It includes breakfast. Now, when I say breakfast, look at the picture in the lower right-hand corner. Every kind of fruit, every kind of pastry, every kind of juice, champagne bars, baristas. I mean, they got the chefs there, make it up any way you want. This is a 5-star hotel where the breakfast normally costs $40 per person, sometimes $50 per person, right? Breakfast is included for 3 people, okay? So you're going to be here 6 days, 5-star, waterfront. Your total price is $99, okay? Now, as great as it is to be in Dubai, wow, as amazing it is to be at a 5-star resort, right? Amazing. Breakfast included. Incredible. For $99, unbelievable. As good as all that is, when you leave there, that is not what you're going to be talking about. You're going to be talking about all of the people that you met from all over the world. Now, you don't have to. Hey, I don't like people. I'm a recluse. I don't want to see them. I don't want to talk to them. Go do your own thing. $99, amazing. But for a lot of you, you're going to end up meeting people from France. You're going to meet people from Belgium. You're going to meet people from Switzerland, Germany, Spain, Norway. You're going to meet people from Poland. You're going to meet people from Morocco. You're going to meet people from the Solomon Islands and Papua New Guinea. Where's that even at? Mauritius Island. Meet people from Madagascar. You're going to be meeting people from Colombia, Chile. You're going to be meeting people from Argentina, people from Canada, Singapore, Japan. And you're going to end up with friends all over the world. And you're going to say, okay, I get it. I thought I got it, but I didn't get it till I went. But Todd, I get it. Oh my gosh, that was epic. That was incredible. When's the next one? I cannot wait, right? So guys, we have these 8 to 9 of these a month. Cartagena, Colombia. We have people right now. I talked to Paul Scales tonight. They're all together. We got a group of 50 people. They were drinking champagne, partying, having fun. They're in this resort right now. All the food, all the booze, everything. When I say all the food, they get all these different types of restaurants. You can go to the steakhouse. Give me 4 ribeyes, 3 fillets, some of those vegetables, baked potato. You know what? Give me another fillet. Bring 7 beers, a bottle of wine. It's free. It costs you nothing. Everything's included. We did the steakhouse last night. Let's do the French restaurant tonight. Let's do the Mexican restaurant tonight. Let's do the Thai restaurant tonight. Let's do the Japanese where they do all the fancy stuff, and right in front of you, and you got the square grill thing. Let's do that restaurant. You know what? Let's just hit the buffet tonight, right? Guys, they got tons of restaurants. You're guaranteed to come home 10 pounds heavier. All right? All the food, all the drinks, everything. You can go here for less money than the cost of a Motel 6. Portugal, Puerto Vallarta, $29. Guys, you can combine trips. I wish I had my buddy Adam on here right now because he just went. So Adam went to Puerto Vallarta, $29, 5-star resort, all the food, all the drinks, everything included. He was there, 5 days. But he also took the trip incentive. Remember, you get these points, buy you 2 trips a year, plus you get the trip incentive. He did the trip incentive. He got upgraded to the 5-diamond Secrets Resort. They have a Michelin chef there, like a world famous chef. All of the food, all of the drinks, okay? When it was all said and done, he spent 2 weeks, him and his fiance, in Mexico, all the food, all the drinks, and luxury for $25 a day. You guys can learn how to combine trips, right? Hey, I'm going to book my trip incentive and connect it with the world tour. You know what? Then I'm going to take a getaway. And then I'm going to use the travel portal and stay a few extra days in a room, 60% off, guys. You'll learn to combine this stuff. How about Las Vegas, Nevada? 5-star resort. This is a $4.5 billion 5-star resort. I was there last week. I mean, guys, they spent $4.5 billion building this place. It is absolutely unbelievably drop dead gorgeous. You can go here, you, your wife, your kids, everybody. Your total bill, everything for all 5 days is $76. It's not $76 a night. It's not $76 per person. It's $76 total bill. That's it. Have a great time. Malaga, Spain, $32, oceanfront room, breakfast included. Morocco, $9. Portugal, $99. Denmark, $9. Vail, Colorado. Lake Geneva, Punta Cana, Paris, France, Venice, Italy for $1. Athens, Greece, $99. Hawaii, Crete, Greece, all the food, all the drinks, $319. Nuevo Warped Tour. Bordeaux, France. I was reading it in French. Bordeaux, France, $32, right? I mean, guys, this is just a fraction. I'm just trying to give you a taste of the kinds of trips that we have all over the world, the kinds of places you can be going. Now, to get involved with our company, it is a whopping $79 decision. $79. I'm in business. I got a replicated website, an ID number, a back office, training, tracking, all those kind of things. From there, I select my level of membership. Do I want the small? Do I want the medium? Or do I want the one everyone actually buys? Okay. The small, $49 a month. Now that's $600 a year. But I had a buddy, Jeff Miner. He rented a truck for 2 weeks. On Expedia's website, $2,800. Our site, $1,400. On a simple rink-dink truck rental, he saved $1,400 in one transaction. You think that the $600 a year bothers him? Of course not. I showed you some places a moment ago where you could save $5,000 compared to some of the other places, right? $49 a month is a joke for anyone who travels on a regular basis. Now, $20 more per month. Not only do I get to book at the travel agent rate, but I'm also going to get some points where I can take one vacation per year, right? Pricing's not as good as I showed you here. You'll pay a little more, but you're still getting that for about 50% off, and you're going to have an amazing time. And then for a little bit more money, we got the one that everyone actually buys, and that's our Platinum. It's not even close. 95% of the sales here in the USA, North America, come in with the Platinum. $249 down, $125 per month. But here I'm getting 2 vacations per year, plus the trip incentive. I'm going on 3 unbelievable trips. I'm booking at the travel agent rate. I got the shopping, the dining, the excursions, movie tickets, show tickets, NFL tickets, all those kind of things. Now, again, if I go out and tell 3 other people how to legitimately save big time money on travel, I'm now earning more than I'm spending. This is no longer coming off my credit card. And oh, by the way, when you have a home-based business, you can write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment, cell phones, internet, you name it. And I want you to Google home business tax deductions. I want you to go to Barnes & Nobles or Amazon and buy best-selling books on home business tax deductions. I want you to go schedule an appointment to see a tax professional before the end of the year about home business tax deductions. And you're going to say, is it true? Can I really write all this stuff off? And they'll be like, yeah, you probably save about 400 to 500 a month. You're like, wait a minute, hold on. You're telling me I can start a business for 125 a month where I'm getting the travel agent rate, I'm saving money on shopping, dining, food, entertainment. I'm getting all these points plus the trip, etc. I'm going on 3 vacations per year. I'm having the time of my life. And I'm only paying 125 for that. But I'm going to save 400 to 500 a month in taxes. I'm going to save 3 times as much in taxes as I even pay for the membership. Yeah. Whose side are you on? I mean, and you can go validate that. You can validate that for yourself. When you understand that, wow, all I got to do is snap my fingers. I've got a home-based business. I just increased my income, my family income by 5,000 to 6,000 per year, right? Because I have a home-based business. Again, whose side are you on? And so again, it's incredible. This is Tatiana, by the way. Congratulations to her. Brand new 1-star ambassador. One of the reasons I left her up here is because you see me on here tonight, right? And of course, obviously, I'm energetic, I'm passionate, I'm excited, I got my hands waving, I'm loud and doing all this kind of stuff, right? Tatiana is the polar opposite of me. I mean, if I'm like, Tatiana, man, 1-star ambassador, you and Art, man, you're making $250,000 a year in 18 months. That's freaking phenomenal. Thanks. Thanks. I mean, she's got this, she's introverted, she's quiet, she's shy, she's got this like voice, like, hey, could you speak up? What'd you say? Thanks. I mean, it's like, really? She's crushing it. Anybody who's sharing the information about how to book travel for up to 70% off, how they can earn 3 trips per year for virtually nothing, how they can make money showing other people how to do the same thing, that information is being received. I don't care who it comes from. Someone who talks too fast like me, someone who talks too loud, someone who's quiet and shy. At the end of the day, when you can show people how to make their dreams come true, they don't care what form that message comes in. Congratulations to her. That's just, okay, now I'm going to get into our 10X compensation program. And we say 10X because we literally pay out 10 times as much as a lot of other companies in our space, right? Begins by telling 3 people, right? You go out and get 3 and they tell 3 who tell 3. That kicks in the social sharing ripple effect. Now, guys, this is something you've been doing your entire life. You've told people about a great movie. You've told people about a great TV show. Oh, did you see the new Netflix this, the new Netflix that? You've told people about a great restaurant. You told people about Facebook and Instagram. You ever thinking like I did? Yeah, because Facebook and Instagram have 3 billion users. That's 40% of the entire global population. And yet they have never, ever, ever advertised. How do you get 3 billion people to sign up when you've never advertised? And you're like, you think back, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. I invited my friends, right? And it's a small ring. And then my friends invited their friends. Ring gets a little bigger. It's like dropping a rock in the pond. And you see the ripples begin to spread, right? And the ripples and the rings keep getting bigger, bigger, bigger. And my friends told their friends, and their friends told their friends, and their friends told their friends, and notice that the rings keep getting bigger. Well, that brought 3 billion people to Facebook, Instagram, made Mark Zuckerberg worth over $100 billion, one of the 10 richest men in the world. Now, here's my question for you. He made $100 billion. Did he ever even send you a Christmas card? Did he ever say, hey, thanks for the billions? Hey, you know what? Hey, here's a pizza on me tonight. No, he just kept the money. And we call that that's a reputable company. Well done. Well played, Mark. He tricked 3 billion people into selling his platform for him and paid you nothing. Well done. We don't do that, guys. We track the ripple. As you tell people who tell people who tell people, that brings business to the company, brings revenue to the company. Be no different than Netflix could have done the same thing. Hey, go tell people how great Netflix is, and as it spreads, as more and more people join for Netflix, we'll pay you a commission based on the people you brought us, right? They could have done that. We are doing that. And guess what? The number one thing shared on social media, travel. No one goes on vacation without doing a photo dump. Now, this is a quote from the 5th richest man in the entire world, Warren Buffett. And he says, unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. And the reason I bring that quote up, because that is not what is currently being taught in school. My daughter has an MBA. She went to high school, never taught that. Went to college, graduated, never taught that. Took the master's program in business, right? Went to all the business classes, never taught that, never once, never even came up. They were taught, go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a job. It's all going to be okay. It ain't going to be okay. People have figured out it ain't going to be okay. That's why one of the fastest growing segments of the global economy is the gig economy. Tens of millions of people have flocked to doing DoorDash and Instacart. I got to make some money. They're doing Uber and Lyft. I got to make some money. They're selling stuff on eBay and Amazon. They're doing YouTube videos and podcasts. They're doing Airbnb. Why? I got to make some money. People are desperately looking for a way to make some extra money. But guess what? None of those things allow you to make money while you sleep. We do. It's no different than Netflix, right? People sign up for Netflix. Man, I pay that monthly fee. I got to watch unlimited movies. People sign up for Travorium. I pay that monthly fee. I get to book travel with no markup. Look at all the places I can go, right? And as it spreads and spreads, that check is going to get bigger and bigger. As people pay that membership for Netflix every month, they pay that membership for us every month. That check keeps coming in every Friday. It keeps growing, and that money keeps coming in, whether you're sick, hurt, whether you're working, not working, on vacation, whether, quite frankly, whether you're alive or not. And I say that because we had a gentleman that we love dearly, dearly, dearly. He was an absolutely incredible guy, a pastor Guy Taylor. He was making about $2,000 a month with our company when he passed away. And so this business is willable. That check doesn't go away. That $2,000 a month keeps coming in. It's going to go to somebody. Only question is who? Who do you leave it to? Did you leave it to your wife, your kids, your grandkids? You leave it to the church? Who'd you leave it to? Whoever you left it to, that $2,000 a month keeps coming in. Well, the $2,000 didn't just keep coming in. All of those people below him had an incentive to tell three. And then they told three who told three. The check went from $2,000 a month to $13,000 a month. He has increased his income. He's not even alive. Increased his income from $2,000 a month to $13,000 a month, an increase of $11,000 per month in the last 31 months. Guys, that is the power of what we're describing. That is what Warren Buffett is trying to teach you. You can buy the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant. He will teach you the exact same thing. If you go read the stuff from J. Paul Getty, one of the first billionaires ever on the entire planet, he will tell you the exact same thing. He said, I would rather earn 1% off the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my effort. They're all saying the exact same thing. Now, our comp plan, here's how you make money while you sleep. It starts by, number one, telling three. When you tell three, you're earning $4.10 a day, $127 a month. Well, the membership only costs $125. They take the $125 right out of your $127. Okay. This isn't coming off your credit card anymore. You now have the whole thing at no ongoing cost to you. Now, we're a binary, so you're going to build two legs straight down. So if you bring on a fourth person, going to go down below one of the first two, right? You just keep going straight down, going to build two legs. Now, those four people on the screen, let's assume they just tell a couple people each. They all have a huge incentive to tell three. Let's just assume they tell two, okay? Well, now you get 8 customers in your left leg and 8 customers in your right leg. You are now earning $400 to $700 a month residual income. If those 8 people on each side tell a couple people each, you got 25 customers in your left leg, 25 customers in your right leg. You are now earning $1,500 to $2,500 a month. If those 25 on each side tell a couple people each, you've now got 63 customers in the left leg, 63 customers in the right leg. You are now earning $2,500 to $3,500 a month. If those 63 on each side tell one person each, you got 125 customers on each side. You are now earning $4,000 to $5,000 per month. And if you can get just half of those 125 people to tell one person each, you are now an ambassador in our program, which means you are now earning $10,240 per month. By the way, you also are given now 2 additional vacations. These include airfare credit, by the way. So you have 5 vacations per year. And you get those vacations every year. The company will take you shopping at Louis Vuitton. You've got a 6-figure check, $122,000 a year. And as those 2 legs continue to build, that check will go up and continue to go up. And oh, by the way, when you get to the place that you're making $10,000 a month, the company then gives you a brand new position where you can go do it all over again. Now, those first 2 legs that you were building, that check can go to $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month, $40,000 a month. In the meantime, you're over here on the other side, right? You got a brand new spot, gonna go put in 3 people, making 127 a month on the new spot, making over 10 grand a month on the old spot, right? And then of course you can go 1-star, 2-star. The same thing I just showed you can do it all over again. You can drive the second spot to 10 grand a month. Of course, by this time, the first spot might be 20 grand a month. Well, then when you get here to 10 grand a month, they give you another spot. Well, now you can drive the new spot and do it all over again. You drive the third spot to 10 grand a month. Second spot might be 20 grand a month. First spot might be 30 grand a month. You can continue to do it again and again and again and again. There's no limit to how much money you guys can make. And guys, again, I hope you guys kind of got some value from my excitement, my passion. Again, we've seen our lives be transformed. We joined to save money. Now a 7-figure business. And we're seeing it happen for person after person after person, whether they're shy, tall, introverted, extroverted, talk too fast, don't talk too fast. I got people in the South. I mean, it takes them a while to say, right? Man, you ought to see this Travorium thing. You can book travel and save a lot of money. I mean, they talk slow. I mean, how long are we going to be here, right? They say, I talk too fast. They talk too slow. I don't care who they are, what language they speak. Everybody's getting an almost identical results, right? The company's amazing. We're doing things in travel that have never been done before. That's a fact. It is a stone cold fact. We are doing things in compensation that have never, ever been done before. That is also a stone cold fact. And the only thing we're missing is you, because you can go to almost any mall, any arena, any stadium, anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world where there's people, and you can bring $5,000 cash in one hand, and you can have a bullhorn in the other hand, and you can say, I will give you 5,000 cash if you could tell me right now what Travorium is. And people are like, what? Who? How do you spell that? Nobody's ever heard of it. That will not always be the case. And so, guys, you have the chance to go out and not only change your life, but change the lives of countless other people. And so with that, tonight is the last night that we're going to be together before Christmas, right? So we got Christmas happening on Christmas Eve is Sunday. We got Christmas Day Monday. We will be doing a training call Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on this exact same Zoom link. 9 a.m. It'll be me and the greatest to ever do it, Michael Jordan, right? That's MJ. Mr. Daryl Roberts, he will be here. And then 12 o'clock, so 9 a.m. Saturday morning, California time. So back up. This exact same Zoom link, right? 9 a.m. California, 12 o'clock if you're on the East Coast. Now, at 12 o'clock California, 3 p.m. on the East Coast, we're going to do a deep dive again, open up Expedia, open up our site, side by side, seeing is believing. You're going to be blown away. You can invite everybody. Invite anyone and everyone. There's no greater gift to give than the gift of travel. There's no greater gift to give than the gift of this thing could change your life and set you up for the year 2024. Because I promise you, the entire world, we're about 10 days away from saying Happy New Year. We're 10 days away from the entire world thinking, man, how do I make this year better than last year? How do I make more money in 2024 than I made in 2023? How do I go out and actually win some games this year as a Bears fan, right? So everyone's thinking, how do I make this year, especially if you're a Bears fan, right? How do I make this year better than last year, right? Everyone's thinking that, including the Bears, okay? They're all thinking it. I'm thinking it, even for them, right? And so they're all thinking that. You have the ability to give them the Willy Wonka golden ticket. This is the ticket, man, that can absolutely do incredible things for your family, from a product perspective, from a travel perspective, from a tax perspective, from an income perspective, and you're going to meet some of the greatest people you've ever met in the entire world. You know, they say that your income is the average of your 5 closest friends. I'm getting ready to go over to Dave Hart's house tonight, Dave and Adela. We're going to be with a lot of other people, right? I mean, if you're hanging out with David Hart, I mean, the guy, he's got a knack for making money, right? The guy is a multi-millionaire, right? Man, you just got to hang out and rub elbows a little bit, man. I want that to be in my 5 closest friends. I want that average affecting my income, right? So just look at the 5 people you spend the most time with, find out what they make, divide by 5. You're like, holy crap, that's what I make. Hey, how do I get around some people that are thinking bigger, doing bigger, going places, right? If I just get around those kinds of people, things are going to happen for me. So, hey guys, last time before we're here for Christmas. So put the hat back on for fun here, but want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I hope that you get to celebrate this upcoming festivities this weekend. I know for some people it's going to start tonight, tomorrow, kind of going into the full holiday mode, last second Christmas shopping and those kind of things, right? But I hope you do it with love in your heart, joy in your heart, and truly, have the spirit of the season, right? Remember, he's the reason for the season. But part of that is, the great commandment, right? Love your Lord with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. And part of, giving to people, right? Part of, making people's Christmas dreams come true. Part of spending time and all those other kind of things is loving my neighbor like I love myself, right? So again, I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas. Be safe. Again, we'll be back here on Saturday with 2 amazing Zooms. But Merry Christmas, everybody. God bless. Bye for now.